येणे केले मग गजवदने.
Vishnudas Bhave, the father of Marathi theatre, was a man of many parts: engineer, poet, musician, puppeteer, and meticulous craftsman. He wrote his first play, Sita Swayamvar, at the age of 22 for Chintaman Rao Patwardhan, the Raja of Sangli. The princely state of Sangli, located on the confluence of the Krishna and Varna rivers, was a seat of culture then. The sound of poetry, song, and music filled the air. Theatrical performances took place in the precincts of the Ganpati temple, built over 150 years ago. Like the rest of Sangli, Vishnudas's home, Bhavewada, has also undergone a sea change since those days. But here it was that he wrote his poems, carved his masks, and crafted his puppets. It was in 1842 that the Raja of Sangli saw an itinerant group of players from Karnataka give a performance of Yakshagan. So impressed was he that he wished a similar play to be written for his own court and subjects. His discerning eye fell on a young member of his personal staff, the versatile Vishnudas Bhave. And out went the royal order. Vishnudas was to write a mythological play, like Yakshagan, but more refined. Vishnudas set to work. From his creative labors sprang Sita Swayamvar, the first Marathi play. Performed in 1843, it pleased the Raja so much that he ordered Vishnudas to continue writing similar plays. Thus was born Maharashtra's theatre tradition, vitally alive to this day. But Vishnudas Bhave's unique puppets had died with him. It was only in 1989 when they found their way into ventriloquist and puppeteer Ramdas Padhe's keeping that their slow resurrection began. This is the story of how it was done.
I must get down to those Bhave puppets now. Look at this. Here is the carriage. It is designed to carry the puppets over parallel tracks. This rod passes through the carriage and the puppets. The manipulator must have sat or stood under the stage to turn the rod, which would make the puppet turn. Now look at this pulley. You pass a string through it and the puppets and see what happens. Every joint is articulated like this. The man's genius is astounding. Just look at this. Aparna, we must have a show.
It was decided. A deadline was set. Ramdas would assemble the puppets and Aparna would write the script. Aparna began to read about Sangle, about Vishnudas Bhave, about the puppet theatre tradition in India. Meanwhile, Ramdas struggled. Limbs, torsos, heads lay strewn around him in shocking dismemberment. An endless series of riddles. How discover the secrets of their construction? How make them whole again?
It is my firm belief that Bhave used to do his puppet shows before he wrote his first play.
All evidence points to the fact that Bhave turned to puppet shows only after his actors had joined other theatre companies.
Vishnudas Bhave's plays were staged against a deep red backdrop. On one side stood the Sutradhar, or presenter, with the musicians.
ये द्वे कालं विधत्त श्रुति विषय गुणाया स्थिता व्याप्य विश्वम् यामाहुः सर्वभूत प्रकृतिरीत्यया प्राणिनः प्राणवन्त प्रत्यक्षाभिः प्रपन्नस्तनुभिरवतु
The play would begin with the Sutradhar installing an image of Hanuman. Then the Vidushak, the clown, would enter. He used to be dressed like a creature from the jungle. It was his job to amuse the audience with his incessant chatter and silly pranks. The makeup and costumes of all the characters followed certain conventions.
जनक उद्यानी राम विहार कराया कारणे येतो हे शूर्पणखीस माहित असल्यामुळे
जे सर्वथा स्वहितमाचरणीय म्हणून थोर थोर बोलिले आहेत, तरी या उद्यानी जानकीचा वेश धरून संचारल्या. राम येथे येताच सीता सारूप्या समलाभून वशवर्ती होईल. तत्प्रयुक्त माझ्या जन्माचे साफल्य घडेल.
Demons like Shurpanakha, for instance, had their faces painted in unique colors and wore outlandish costumes.
राक्षसेंद्राची भगिनी
Let's find out how Aparna is doing.
Okay. How is it going?
All right.
But it wasn't all right. She still didn't have a scrap of information on Bhave's puppet plays. And here she was, hoping to write an authentic Bhave-style script.
Come, Chinmay. Come.
What is it, Mom? What is it?
Wait. Ramdas. Come, sit. I got it. The script for Bhave's puppet plays. Draupadi Swayamvar. The marriage of Draupadi.
Listen to what the writer says.
Vishnudas Bhave wrote down a few of his scripts for puppet plays. His grandson, Mr. Vasudev Govind Bhave, an engineer, was kind enough to let me copy down a small part of one of them. This should give readers an idea of what his mythological puppet plays were like. Look, this is the small part of Bhave's puppet play. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You're not excited.
No, I'm not.
But why?
Draupadi! A puppet for Draupadi! Aparna, there is no Draupadi here.
What about this one?
I think she's one of the two dancers. And we can fix up these two dancers on these two rods. And one more interesting thing, this pulley can split, see, and the two dancers can dance separately, okay, like this, and they can come together again. Let me try this body.
No hands.
Yes. Okay, we will try with the two moving hands.
Yeah, we can use this.
Yeah, for garlanding. Yes.
Oh no, it's Maruti. Oh my god, his head is too big and the body is so small.
Then
Not
we will
in proportion.
Okay, we will change the body.
Proportionate body for this
Let
head.
me try for the neck slot. Yeah, this slot is perfectly It's there. Yes,
Yeah. This is proportionate.
Correct. These first 2-3 tracks are at a lower level, whereas these 3 tracks are at a higher level. Because of this, the puppets are more visible to the audience. Okay, and second thing, see this extension of this tracks. There is a 6-inch extension. The puppet will get ready in this part of it, and they will enter and exit from this. Okay, and one more thing, watch this track, S track, what I call this. Suppose puppet will come from here and there is a dead end, so in the center, and when the puppet will come from here, this end, it will follow this track and he will change this track accordingly and exit. Okay.
दृष्टद्युम्न द्रौपदीचा धरुनिया सौर्यहस्त, दृष्टद्युम्न द्रौपदीचा धरुनिया सौर्यहस्त, येऊनी सभेत सर्व नृपती दाखवीत, दृष्टद्युम्न द्रौपदीचा धरुनिया सौर्यहस्त.
No. Chinmay, you come late. Stop. Both the dancer must come simultaneously from left and right hand. Okay? They will come in the center. Bow to the king first. Okay? And then to the audience with the hand. Very good. And then dance and exit. Okay?
Both should come simultaneously.
Yeah. Okay? Come. Exit. And Nitin and Amay. Okay?
Okay.
Start. No. थोड़ा चुकला. Stop. तू क्यों करूँ तू?
This was their last chance to get every detail of the show right. Excitement ran high, mixed with much nervousness. The narrator and the clown have taken their places. It is time for Lord Ganpati's blessings to be invoked for the play.
कारण कोणत्याही शुभ कार्याची सुरुवात गणरायाच्या स्तवनानं होते. विघ्नेशा ये त्वरेने, विघ्नेशा ये त्वरेने, सुजन सभारंजने हे तुस्तव इच्छित नाटक करणे, अमंगल निरसुनी हे मंगल कार्य सिद्धी नेणे, सूत्रधार हे रंभ अताया दासांतन पाहणे, विष्णुदास म्हणे सभेसी येणे, केले मग गजवदने, विघ्नेशा ये त्वरेने, विघ्नेशा ये त्वरे, विघ्नेशा ये त्वरेने.
King Drupad sits on his throne amidst warriors from many lands, assembled to compete for the hand of his daughter, Draupadi.
घेत येते, क्या बात, वा 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 वा, काय गिरक्या घेत आहेत, वा वा, क्या बात. राजाला नमस्कार. अरे राजाला नमस्कार करतायत, वा वा. प्रेक्षकांना नमस्कार कोण करणार? ऋषी मंडळीतून ब्राह्मण वेशात एक युवक पुढे सरसावलाय रे, तो बघ.
Nobody's arrow had yet pierced the eye of the revolving fish. At long last, into the court strode Arjun, the great archer, disguised as a Brahmin. He shot one arrow, then another. Neither found its mark. He prepared to shoot the third time.
त्याने तिसरा बाण घेतलेला आहे. तिसरा बाण घेतलेला आहे. हा खास लागतो. हो का? त्याने धनुष्यावर बाण चढविला आहे. तो बघ, तीर बाण मारी.
And yes, he had won.
आणि या बाणी मात्र मत्स्ययंत्राचं भेदन झाले. शाबास रे वीरा, शाबास. वा 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 वा. डोंगरातील सागवान हो आणिला, गर्भते शिरीला हत्यारे तासीला छडकरी, शिरण्या हो खोबिला अर्जुन तो बनला पुढे रंगविला, तो या सभे पातला दृष्टद्युम्न द्रौपदीसह काश्याचा केला असे, आणि यंत्राचा करिताची भेद कुमरी त्या माळ गालित से, शुभ लग्न सावधान शुभ मंगल, बोला गोपालकृष्ण महाराज की जय.
And so, Draupadi was married again after a gap of over 100 years. Some of her companions still await the breath of new life. Some others are beyond repair. But for Ramdas and Aparna Padhe, who learned so much from them, they are a cherished legacy from Vishnudas Bhave, the father of Marathi theatre.